2007, the iPhone didn't have an app store, couldn't copy and paste, and had a battery that barely survived the full day. 50 years from today, the device in your pocket right now is going to look just as primitive. And I don't mean faster or shinier, I mean fundamentally physically different, to the point where calling it a phone might not even make sense anymore. So today I want to actually walk through what that device looks like, feature by feature, and why some of it is closer than you'd think. Let's start with the part everyone assumes. The screen disappears. Not immediately and not all at once, but glass rectangles are already losing ground to glasses, contact lenses, and eventually direct neural displays. Apple's already testing the water with Vision Pro. It's bulky and impractical now, sure, but so was the first iPhone's touchscreen compared to a BlackBerry keyboard. Give it a few decades of miniaturization and that headset becomes a pair of normal-looking glasses, then contact lenses, then, and this is the uncomfortable part, something implanted. Not because Apple wants to get creepy, but because every single computing form factor in history has trended toward being closer to your body, not further from it. Next, and this one's bigger than people give it credit for, you stop carrying anything at all. Right now, your iPhone is a slab you have to physically hold, charge, and not lose. In 50 years, your phone is far more likely to be a distributed system, a chip near your ear, a sensor woven into your clothing, maybe something under your skin the size of a grain of rice, all working together so there's no single object to misplace. Losing your phone becomes as outdated a concern as losing your desktop computer is today. Now here's where it gets genuinely wild. Input changes completely. We've spent 17 years tapping glass with our fingers, but that's already the bottleneck. Companies are actively working on reading muscle signals at the wrist, and further out, reading intention directly from neuroactivity. Not mind reading in some dystopian sense, but detecting the electrical signal your brain sends half a second before you even move your hand. If that sounds far-fetched, remember Siri went from a punchline to genuinely competent in about a decade. Interfaces move faster once the underlying model catches up, and 8i is the fastest moving underlying model humanity has ever built. But here's the catch with all of this, and it's worth pausing on. Every one of these upgrades is also a privacy and dependency problem multiplied by 10. A phone in your pocket you can turn off. A phone woven into your body is a phone you can never fully separate yourself from. The more seamless a technology gets, the harder it becomes to opt out of it. And that's not a hypothetical. That's already the exact tension we're living through right now with how much of daily life runs through a single device. And that brings me to the moment that actually unsettles me the most. Somewhere in this 50-year timeline, there's a real chance your kids or your grandkids grow up never once holding a phone in their hand the way you and I do right now. No unlocking it 40 times a day, no scrolling in bed, no physical object to set down and walk away from. On one hand, that might genuinely fix some of what's broken about our relationship with phones today. On the other hand, it means the choice to disconnect disappears along with the device. You can't put down something that's already inside you. To be fair, I don't think any of this happens in a straight line. Regulation, backlash, and plain human stubbornness about privacy will slow a lot of it down, probably more than tech optimists want to admit. Some of what I just described might take 80 years, not 50. Some of it might never fully happen at all. But if there's one thing 50 years of iPhone history has already proven, it's this. Whatever feels like science fiction right now is usually just next decade's default setting. The question was never if the phone disappears into us, it's just how long we get to notice it happening. If you think I'm wrong about any of this, tell me which part. I actually want to know. See you in the next one.